Hi, Cancer babies. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at your May 2023 tarot forecast, okay? So I've already meditated on your energy, and I have pulled cards for 4 questions. The first one would be looking at what your focus is. The second is what are your actions during this month. The third is what you need to release for your highest good. And the last one is how can you enjoy yourself during this month of May? Okay, so this is a collective Cancer reading. So remember, if it applies, fantastic. If it does not apply, just let it fly. And this is for anyone who has any dominant Cancer placements that may be in your sun, your moon, or your rising, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Let me just quickly introduce the decks that we've used to pull from. And we've used the Modern Witch Tarot deck to pull the main messages for you. Love this deck, it's all the rage. And then we clarified the messages with the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. That's what that looks like. And I will be showing you some of the cards as we go through the reading. And then finally, I pulled one card for some crystal healing advice from the Eternal Crystals Oracle, which is just some suggestions on a crystal that you can utilize during this month to just help to align you with this reading, if this reading particularly resonates with you, how you can get through this energy, okay? All right, so Cancer, let's get into it. Let's look first at the focus. I see you this month focused in on feeling a little unsatisfied with things, right? You've got this 4 of Cups energy, which is, it has this feeling of like the grass is greener on the other side. You're not exactly emotionally content with where you are. You just feel like there could be improvements in a lot of sectors of your life. Namely, I'm getting a lot of communication. I see you dissatisfied about a communication idea. The 8 of Wands is all about talking to someone. And this is about the actual action of it, okay? With the Knight of Swords. And you're talking about a new idea. So there's something regarding a new idea. And I think this new idea has something to do with love, because you've got messages of love with the Page of Cups here. You're not satisfied in some type of love situation or how your love life is going at this point in time. And it's something that you're really actively communicating on, or you don't want to mince your words this month. I see you focused on being very intentional about how you communicate with people, you know, that are in your circle. I see that, like, however you've been communicating and in the past, there was a certain level of, not only are you dissatisfied, but you also are not feeling like certain level, not necessarily dishonesty, but there's a certain level of not getting like really what you want, or not having those words intentionally go to that person per se, okay? It's like misusing words, okay? And it's just made you feel like kind of out of passions, right? Or out of sorts, right? With this Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands, let me see, in reverse, I believe has a lot to do with, let me just look at it quickly. Yeah. It's like you're trying too hard to communicate something and it's not resonating with who it's not bouncing off of the person in the way that you want it to. So you kind of feel like there is a miscommunication in that way, okay? And I see you really focused in on that, and it's like just making you feel like this has got to be better somewhere else, okay? That's your focus. So your action. This is why we love you, Cancer, because your action is all about taking what your focus is, and it's like immediately going into this energy where you are reviving a hope, okay? So you've got the Star and the Page of Pentacles here. So these 2 cards are all about you reviving a hope in a domestic situation, okay? So a domestic situation does not necessarily have to be someone that you live with or that you're in a relationship with. It could also be someone that you spend time with. It could also just be like in your home space. It's like something that's very connected to your home as well, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? And I see you really wanting to use your intuition here. You got this like ultimate Cancerian cards. They say this is the Pisces or Cancer card, the moon here. But the moon can be about illusions, but it's also about going with your gut instinct and utilizing that gut to be able to like act accordingly, okay? And I see you putting into action tangible things where you can get emotional fulfillment in that home space, right? With this 10 of Cups. All right. And you've got another ultimate Cancer card with this King of Cups as well. So you are acting very naturally in your power. And your power is all about the moon. And it is all about emotions and that water energy. Okay. And I see you being not shy about activating that and actually feeling strong and having that give you a lot of strength during this time. So even though you could be focused in on how things are not that satisfactory for you at this particular time, I see you communicating about it. I see you like, and communication does not always have to be verbal. Communication can sometimes just be the things that we do for other people, or the things that we just set up, you know. It's like, and I get sometimes tired of like communication always just being this like one-sided thing where it has to be something that comes out of your mouth, right? There's so many ways to communicate. Like there's even telepathic ways that you can communicate with a person just by looking at them or touching them in a way kinetically, right? Or even just doing what you know that they like, or what you know, or what they don't like, you know, depending on how you want to sway them, okay? So I see that heavy in on your action is like you're really tuning into like what's your natural integrity, which is operating from a very big, open, and nurturing heart space. So let's talk about what you need to release. So what I see for this month is I need you to release. I feel that there are times where you have very irrational thoughts here with this Queen of Swords in reverse. That Queen of Swords in reverse tells you that life is a lot harder than it really needs to be with this 9 of Wands. And you're just like, you're trying to persevere. Release, it's harder, it's easier said than done, but be conscious of the things that be conscious of your thoughts. Be conscious of how you think about certain people and scenarios in your life, and realize that like you can give the power to them by how you feel about them, okay? Release this idea that you've got to walk away for emotional fulfillment. Sometimes it feels just right to stay where you are, even when you're not happy in that state, or at this current time. Give things a little time, right? I promise you, you're going to find a balance. You're going to find this 4 of Wands energy, which is all about perfecting your home space and feeling safe and comfortable and secure. And you are a Cancer. You love to be in that shell. And release this idea that you've got to walk away from this to get that, because you don't. Sometimes you can stay where you are and work on what you have so that you can improve a situation, okay? You need to release, or what I think is that you're being asked to manifest. All right, you got the Magician here. You're being asked to manifest what your highest intentions, what you see, the bigger picture of your life. How do you want your life to operate? Okay, are you in control of your life? Are you ultimately in control of where you want things to go? I need you to think about that. Release this idea that if you don't walk away from where you are right now, then you'll never get to where you are. You can get to where exactly you're going. Everything that's in your path right now is there for a reason, to lead you to where you need to be, okay? And I think that you have incredible and open enough heart to understand that when things are not meant for you. But I also think that you have an incredible heart for forgiveness and to repair things that are around you. That could be something so much more beautiful if they're just kind of worked on, right? You just like brush the dirt off and work on it a little bit. And I think that's really like kind of your higher calling in this time, okay? Right. And I think you're really being called to there's something about not walking away from a home situation, staying secure in it, and doing the magic that you do, like in your action part, when you're opening, when your heart is open and you're opening and you're open to that most nurturing, loving part of yourself. Give that time, right? And release needing to like give up on it or to go elsewhere. All right. Okay. So how can you enjoy yourself this month, Cancer? You can enjoy yourself by really just accepting and receiving messages of love and bringing them to a material reality, because you've got the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. These are two cards that are all about receiving and or giving messages that are, first, this one is of love, and one is of like making things material. That was upright. You're enjoy yourself by embracing your confidence, feeling free to be you and to do what you do, right? And that judgment came up once again. There's something very strongly where you're really being called to see if if your actions are aligning with what you really actually want in life at this time, okay? Be careful. Once again, we got that like not acting irrational part here, because we got that Knight of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups, right? Where this could feel like you could be blaming other people for, release that also, right? Release blaming other people. You can enjoy yourself by taking some responsibility and not blaming others for your emotional state at this time, okay? I think like when you do that, you're not going to feel so left out, right? With this Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to feel whole and you're going to feel connected. And I feel at least that like for a lot of Cancerians that your emotions are your superpower, but they are also your downfall as well, okay? So it's like knowing what emotions to validate and which ones to kind of trash, right? Can be your issue. And they are almost always handled better when hindsight is 2020, but when you're acting solely on those emotions at that time, you know, some regret could come with it a little bit later on, right? In the future. So I see really kind of a beautiful month that's really heavy on big picture planning, life mission goals, right? I see you thinking more about those things instead of like the little minute details in your life. I see you thinking like a little bit bigger and wanting to feel like you are aligned in the life that is meant for you, okay? So Cancer, that's so beautiful. I love that for you. Love you guys so much. Last card that I'm going to give you is just going to be the Crystal Oracle. So this is a crystal that can help you during this time, and selenite. So you receive the crystal of selenite. Selenite is a beautiful crystal. I use this. I have some in my home right now. Let me just look for. All right, so selenite is here to activate some peace in your life, and it activates your heart, your crown chakra. I'm sorry. So this is asking you to try to meditate or just quiet your mind, to raise your consciousness and to create peace in your life. So you can create a safe and quiet space in your own home environment where you can go clear your mind from any external pressure and just relax. Remember also that you can quiet your mind anywhere, whether that's at work or you're at school or on a bus or in a really busy place. All you need to do is just take the time to consciously slow down your thoughts for just a few minutes and just let the world carry on around you. You can focus only on yourself and your breathing for just a few minutes. And as you breathe, affirm to yourself and the universe that peace and serenity surround you today and always. You can feel yourself attracting only positive light energy. You can see and feel all negativity disappearing from your energy field. Because when your mind is peaceful and you clear, you can look very clearly at situations in your life, and you can connect with your higher wisdom and gain insights that can help you on your path. Okay? All right, so Cancer, those are your messages for May of 2023. I hope this was helpful for somebody, anybody who listened to this message in its entirety. Please comment, like, and subscribe for additional messages. And if this message really resonated with you, please do consider booking me for personal reading. You can find more information or see the link, my Calendly, that's in the description of this video, or go to the About section of this channel. I love you, Cancer, and I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. Bye.